All over our cities, along our coastlines and across our green and pleasant land, an invisible army is fighting a never-ending war. Their enemy is the filth that we create and the vermin that thrive on it. Welcome to the hidden world of the Grimefighters. On Grimefighters tonight, extreme cleaners Dave and Graham reach rock bottom.
I think I'm going to throw up.
Wolverhampton litter picker Lou is having a bad day.
We'll learn some of the school-like manners, all right?
Dagenham Sewer team Simon and Bill get friendly.
He's a lovely old man, he loves us, doesn't he?
Cotswold's Pest Controller Dave gets mad with some flies.
We're going to annihilate them.
And gets even with a rat. But first, up and down the UK, behind the facades of our local suburban streets, or hidden from view in the myriads of tower blocks, often there lurks a grim secret, only revealed when the authorities are alerted by a local resident or passerby. Here in Leicester, extreme cleaners Dave and Graham have been called out by the council to a private property next door to a council tenant who's been complaining about an infestation of rodents coming from the private house. Using their powers to force entry to the property, the council have learnt from the owner that their tenants have disappeared, leaving the property in a terrible state. What Dave and Graham are about to discover isn't the best start to the day.
Yeah, terrific. It's worse than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think we would need a bigger van, Dave.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what the rest of the house is like. It's shocking.
As they venture further into the property, as well as the tons of rubbish, the whole house is covered in mouse droppings. It seems the tenants have done a runner, leaving the mice behind. Even for extreme veteran Dave, this place seems already to have got the better of him.
When you see it like this, you think to yourself, why do I bother? I don't know, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. This is the worst I've been on.
So there's nothing for it but for Dave and Graham to make a start by trying to clear a path from the front door into the house. No sooner are they in than they discover the first of many horrors, an absolute proof of the source of the neighbours' infestation of mice.
Oh, what you found there, Dave?
It's a squished mouse. There's just so much rubbish. They've been living under that and it's just been stood on. Oh, there's another one.
The mouse that lived in the shoe. Probably the smell of the shoe that killed it.
For the boys, this two-bedroomed house will take them at least a week to clear while they set about removing the tons of rubbish. But it's yet to reveal some of its worst surprises.
Problems with flies coming in the autumn to overwinter. If they're not treated, they just stay up there until the spring. When the days get a little bit longer, they start becoming active and they keep coming into the room. So we're going to annihilate them.
The first thing for Dave to do is to have a quick peek in the loft to see the extent of the problem.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, plenty of flies. Don't look too bad at the moment, but once we switch the machine on, there's going to be considerably more action than this. I'll probably get in trouble for it because there'll be dead flies all over the floor, but needs must.
So Dave fetches the aerosol generator containing an insecticidal mist which attacks the fly's nervous system.
This will kill 99.9% of them. I mean, there might be some tucked away up in the felt or something, but it is very, very penetrating stuff. Should be happy after we've done this, apart from the vacuuming out.
After switching the generator on, it only takes about 30 seconds for the machine to emit enough mist to do the job.
Don't take long, they're very powerful machines. I don't know if you can see the insecticide puffing about in there. Here we go, here come the first customers.
Within about a minute or so, the insecticide is beginning to take its toll. And Dave also seems pretty happy with the results in the loft.
Oh, it's got moving. You can see how much more activity there is now compared to when you first went up there.
Cluster flies don't seek to lay their eggs on household food like bluebottles, but instead their larvae are parasites of the common earthworm. Either way, it looks like this lot won't be bothering anyone else again.
The fat lady has sung.
Back in Leicester, Dave and Graham are making slow progress in returning the two-bed house to some sort of normality. Surprisingly, there's a lack of evidence of any drug abuse, which is normally par for the course with this type of extreme clean. In these cases, the cleaning team have got to deal with needles and drug paraphernalia.
It makes you feel sick, really, because there's no reason to live like this at all, like, you know. It's just unbelievable. It's just shocking, really. It makes you feel numb.
There's no drug use, there's no signs of medication. There's DVD players and there's modern stuff in here and everything like that. It looks like there's nothing wrong with them, it's just that they can't be arsed, basically. They're just pigs, animals.
Now they've made a path from the front door into the living room, the next job is to remove all the big items such as the sofas, so the boys can get better access to the tons of rubbish. But by moving the big items, they disturb some of the hundreds of curdled milk bottles strewn all over the house.
That's got mushrooms.
Oh God, that one stinks.
We've got mushrooms in that one. That's the beauty, that is.
Oh.
It's like something you find in a laboratory. I think these milk bottles are breeding, Dave.
For Dave especially, the smell of rancid milk is too much to bear.
It's like sick, but you know, when you smell sick, it gets in the back of your throat and makes you want to be sick. It's the first time I've ever smelled it like that, and it's the worst.
After a few hours of hard graft, they've made good headway in the front room. It's now time to move on to the dining room, a step nearer to the nightmare kitchen. For Dave, having forgot his mask, the smell of milk bottles is now becoming virtually unbearable.
Oh, I think I'm going to throw up. Smells unbelievable.
To Graham's amusement, he's unearthed what seems to be an old job vacancy.
I've just found a job here. He wants a job as a cleaner. That's pretty ironic. Experience preferred, but not essential, as training can be given. Duties involve vacuuming, dusting, mopping, cleaning toilets and toilet area. Terrific.
With the big items now cleared from the dining room, next on the agenda is the kitchen. It's not a job that they're in a massive rush to tackle.
What, we're doing the dreaded kitchen then?
In Wolverhampton, Lou, the city's proudest litter picker, is starting his regular shift. As ever, he's accompanied by his partner Dave and their workmate John, a veteran of some 40 years on the council. First stop is an unsightly collection of litter strewn over the road caused by what Lou reckons was an unnetted skip lorry.
See, this is what happens when nobody's bothered to net the skip lorries, or all the rubbish or blow on the road. And this is what we get then.
But not all the litter on the footpath is rubbish. For veteran John, Christmas seems to have come early.
I've just found a £20 note in an envelope. It's probably going for somebody's birthday or something. There's no naming, so it just says to John, thank you very much.
But when it comes to finding money, Lou is a generous soul.
If I find any money, I normally 2p's, 1p's, and I save them up in a pint pot. And when the pint pot's full, there's £5, and I give that to charity, right? Because that's the guy I am. Fair with everybody. Come on, lads, let's get this job done. We'll be here all day.
Well, I'm looking for money now, ain't I?
Oh, I know. Watch the traffic now, John.
Yeah, you look right and left, don't you?
Yeah.
Lou's particular bugbear is the misuse of skips. And after spying one across the road, he's beginning to get a little irritable.
Now, look at this skip. Typical example. They pay for a skip, they want to pay the cheapest they can for it. It says here, fill level. Can you get that? Look, fill level. And look where we are, on the top.
There's nothing for it but to get the van round and have a quick tidy up. The discarded divan, a usual supplement to an overfull skip, is the first item on the agenda.
Open the doors, Davey. Let's just chuck it on board.
Right, then level up yours.
OK. And up yours as well, John.
Now Lou's got that off his chest, time to move on to another of his pet hates, picking up litter left by kids on the way to school.
You see the children have bought the sweets, and what they'll do now is chuck the paper on the footpath because they don't know what bins are for. Look, there you are, straight away he's done it. Look. Gotcha. Yes, this is what you're up against today. Obviously, school children that have got no respect whatsoever for their local neighbourhood. There's no deterrent these days. Go and have a good day. Go and learn something at school like manners, all right? Bye.
Mainly for Dave and John, let's hope Lou's shift, and most importantly his mood, is set to improve. Coming up, Dave and Graham reluctantly set about the kitchen. Pest Controller Dave deals with a rat problem. Lou's mood doesn't improve, and we're out with Dagenham Sewer team, Simon and Bill, for a difficult day. Throughout the country, an army of professionals are continuing to dedicate their daily lives to waging war on the nation's grime. Under our streets, there are more than 186,000 miles of sewers. For Bill and Simon, one of Dagenham Council's sewer clearance teams, their daily job is to keep the borough's share of this labyrinth clear of blockages. The last call on yet another busy shift is to a local resident with a blocked drain. The first thing to do is to lift the man's sewer cover in the back garden and see what lies underneath.
If you look down, you can see where the sewage is all up.
But they now learn there's a good reason for the boys to sort out the blockage quickly.
The problem I've got is one of my daughters is ill and she's got cancer, and one of the side effects is diarrhoea. So we need both toilets all the time, really.
Bill and Simon pride themselves on never leaving a job till it's done. So, with the knowledge of the man's sick daughter, there's no way they'll pack up today till it's clear.
Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to try and find the cover. This is where it comes interesting.
For a change, though, the last cover in the run is easily located by the main road. But after a prod about with rods, things aren't budging. So, time to power up the high-pressure water jet to try and flush away whatever's holding it up. After a few minutes of jetting, the cause of the blockage becomes clear. Baby wipes.
Well, the wipes annoy me. Is because they put them on the package, they're disposable, and they're not disposable. The ladies tend to go in the bathroom and they just throw them down the toilet, not realising that they don't block up, but they do.
9 times out of 10, baby wipes are the culprits. And as the jetter on this occasion isn't making any progress, the boys have no option but to call in reinforcements.
If the wipes are like that all the way through, we'll need the big lorry down here.
And that's my baby.
It's a bloody lorry, you weirdo.
It's not, it's my baby, my toy. I love my toy.
Dave, we need the gully motor down here, mate.
While they wait for the bigger machine, Bill's in no doubt as to why they will stay as long as it takes to free the blockage.
We're not doing it because of the job or because of the love of it. It's because to help that gentleman out, because the situation he is with his daughter and that, we want to go home and sleep safe tonight, knowing that we've done a good job and she can use the toilet when she likes.
2 with sugar, 2 without.
You know, you're a top man, you are.
Soon, though, the arrival of the gully motor heralds a surprise for Simon, as it's driven by his old partner, Terry. What this man doesn't know about sewage ain't worth knowing.
He's been here since man and boy. He should have retired this year, but he thought he loved us so much he wouldn't leave us.
He's a lovely old man, he loves us, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he loves us.
That's why they called me out to do the job again.
With Terry's years of experience and the power of the gully motor, the huge blockage of baby wipes is soon flushed into the main sewer system, and the old master is off as quick as he arrived.
See you later, bye! See you later, bye, Grandpa!
Now there's just time to check back with the daughter's father and give his sewer the all clear. The relief for Bill is plain to see.
I always wanted to do this.
Did you?
Like I said, we won't leave unless we clear it, and we have proved that because we have cleared it. So we're happy with that, the result, and the gentleman down the end, number 10, he'll be happy with that. Yeah, and hopefully his daughter tonight can rest easy and she'll be at ease in her own mind that she can use the toilet all night.
So it's been a difficult day, but the boys can pack up knowing that their total commitment has helped out someone who really needed it. In Leicester, extreme cleaners Dave and Graham are taking a well-deserved break from the stench of the revolting 2-bed house clearance. But next on the agenda is the room they've been dreading.
We're going to go in the kitchen now. There's hundreds of bottles of milk in there that have just been left standing. they've all curdled up, and that's the bad smell of this property really. It's making us both eat, have a quick drink and then get stuck in.
So, somewhat refreshed, they can't put the kitchen off any longer.
No, can't open the windows. No, we're locked in.
But now, with no chance of any fresh air, the stench is appalling.
It's just revolting. It's making me want to be sick. I could really be sick.
Yeah, I feel like spewing up now. I really do. You've got to laugh just to take your mind off the smell.
I don't think you can ever take your mind off the smell.
The one thing that all extreme cleaners joke about is never open the fridge until you're mentally prepared. It looks like Graham summoned up the courage.
Oh my God.
As expected, the fridge doesn't disappoint, filled with rotting food and the ubiquitous bottles of milk. Best to close the door on it and leave well alone for another day. As they dig deeper into the shady world of the ex-occupants whose daily lives are becoming even more of a mystery, Dave can only imagine what it would be like to run into them.
It's shocking because, like you say, people live in it and they go out, probably go into the shop and you know what I mean? They think to themselves, what's that smell? And it's them.
As the tenants who sublet this house did a runner, no one will probably ever know why they chose to lead their lives in this dreadful way.
Unless they just lived on takeaways, there's no sign that anybody's actually eaten from this house.
Oh. So I mean, no sign of cooking or anything.
It's a mystery, isn't it? This is a weird mystery, this one is.
The lads' first day is now drawing to a close, and with some 50 massive black bags of rubbish removed from the house, it still doesn't feel like they've even scratched the surface.
It's just heartbreaking, really. She's just working 8 hours a day, moving all this rubbish for nothing, really, because it don't seem like you're making a dent in it. It's just the final product at the end that makes it better.
But there's every reason for Dave to feel despondent as they've yet to start on the downstairs bathroom, and life won't get any easier over the coming week. In the Cotswolds, Pest Controller Dave, fresh from his success in dealing with the cluster flies, has arrived at his second job of the day. A garden where rats are doing everything they can to try to get into a cottage. This is a return visit for Dave, so the priority is to check on the bait he laid in the inspection chamber.
This was where the bait was attached before, on the wire, stop it going up the drain hole. Obviously they've eaten all that.
Dave may fight a constant battle against these wily rodents, but he has great respect for his enemy.
They're very clever. They're not stupid by any means. People put a trap down and expect the rat to throw himself in it straight away, but they're a lot wiser than that. They're an all-rounder. They're the Ian Botham of the pest world.
Dave now needs to check on a trap he's laid a few days ago.
The trap's gone off. And there you have. There's one of your rats. These are always classed as humane traps. I don't like these sort of traps. They work, but it's a wild animal and it's not happy once it's caught in them. I prefer to use a trap that kills them. And also, lady's got a little dog and etc. So this was the best solution. You wouldn't want to put your finger in there.
For Dave, the normal procedure and most humane way of dispatching the rat is by shooting it with an air rifle. Dave has a constant respect for the rat's intelligence, and how he organises their demise is a matter of professional pride.
I know I kill them for a living. They come into conflict with people and they need to be controlled, but I have no animosity towards them. I don't want to torture them or cause them any distress. It's just a control exercise. You've got to look after their welfare. So there's a way of doing things. There's a right way and a wrong way, and I always like to try and do it the right way.
After resetting the trap and filling in a few holes, Dave reckons it's all been a productive conclusion to the day.
Taking out a good adult rat there. Looks like the problem's under control.
Up in Wolverhampton, litter pickers Lou, Dave and John have had their daily routine interrupted to answer a call to clear a dead cat from the pavement of a busy main road. This rather depressing distraction from the daily routine is not helping Lou's mood, Neither is a local lad wanting to take a closer look.
Is that your cat? Is that your cat, mate?
Used to be. Nah, not really.
Thank God for that.
But on this occasion, Lou's not going to let his despair at some of the antics of the general public get to him.
Well, lads, get her back, lads, and you've got a ticket, have you? John, has your Jodie still got her cat?
Yes.
She'd be a bit upset if it was hers, wouldn't she?
She would be if she saw this.
Yeah. I'm a cat lover myself. I used to have cats myself, and cats will go where they want. And this one was unlucky, he's got hit by a motor car. Hopefully we can try trace it back to its owner or what have you, and get a result.
After the short journey to the Cotswold Street depot, the first thing is to run a scanner over the carcass to see if the cat has an identity chip.
We're just reading now, and he's telling me there's no tag found. So obviously this cat has not been microchipped, so we've got no way of tracing the owner. And then if I do see it in the newspaper, I will get in touch with the people. Now, this will go into the fridge now here for 7 days. If nobody claims it or comes for it, it goes to the pet incinerator to be incinerated. They're not just chucked in the tip or anything like that. They're well looked after. We treat the animals as if they was their own.
For Lou and the boys, their work here is over. It may not have been the best day for Lou, but perhaps someone may at least claim the cat. Since the filming of the show, Dave and Graham have braved the bathroom and transformed the two-bedroom house. The owner will have it refurbished and put on the market as soon as possible. But alas, within the 7 days allowed, no one claimed Lou's dead cat.